4:20, 9:15 in the morning. Heading to a junior high baseball game. About 45 degrees, maybe 50 today. Old man riding with me today. He got stuck at the intersection. This is a rescheduled game twice now. We're actually getting to play due to the weather in lovely Pennsylvania this year. The old man wants to go put his bags on. He forgot to put them back on. Got the boys' game 10 o'clock today. And then we have daughter has a softball game 3 o'clock today. A couple towns apart from each other. Trying to decide what way we wanted to go, hard top or on the dirt. Go out the dirt way today. They're stocking fish, so it's going to be a little more chaotic out that way. So I said we'll just go on the hard top for now. A little breezy out, nice little chilly air to keep you awake. Hopefully get out and do some fishing tomorrow. Supposed to be a little better weather. Too much going on today to get anything done. So the helmets we bought originally, they're modular helmets, so the front face opens up. Dual sport or adventure model, however you want to look at it. The clear shield pins that hold your shield open, both of them are sheared off on mine. My old man's one sheared off on his. The guy we bought them through has been very fair with us. He's been contacting the manufacturer. The manufacturer actually said they want our helmets back and to pick out some new ones. So one of these days we got to get up and do that. Last video I did, I accidentally left my camera in the low light mode, which ended up making everything white as white. That is why I decided to go with the filter I did. That was about the best filter I could get to show any resemblance of what was around us. Mistakes happen. I posted it just for fun. I know it offended somebody already, but what do you do? Can't make everybody happy. We try our best out here. We're all human, we all make mistakes. As soon as I started to edit that video, it popped up all white. I was like, oh boy, I knew what I did. So it was a matter of seeing what filter I could make it work with, which we did. .30 in the morning. Gotta keep our eyes open for the deer still crossing the roadway. Like I say, it's a nice brisk morning. Stuff will be moving. Spring gobbler coming up. Hoping to get the boy out on youth day. See what we can get him into. Got the oil change, air filter, and all that done. So the bike's good for the season. Might be looking at a set of tires mid-year. We do still running on factories. We do new tires. We'll probably go a little more aggressive. I do a lot of pavement riding, so I don't want to get too crazy with the aggression. But it'd be nice to have that knob when you get off the trail and get in a little bit of mud. It's not like ice skating like these factory tires. They've been a pretty good tire. They ride pretty smooth and all. Just off-road, they're not the greatest. Could be better. This is a fun road to ride on. Ogdensburg Road. A little swervies and up and downs. A few tight corners out here. Better than going on the highways. Major Route 6. Not a highway, but main route. Don't care for them. The whole reason I'm buying these bikes is to get on these back secondary roads and out in the back hills. The ride home, we might get some mud roads. Coming home a different way. I think I finally got this whole microphone thing figured out. Took me a little bit to get it to work today. There's got to be a niche to it. I just need to figure it out. I think I'm going to order some different mics. See if that'll make a difference. I hate to do it because I finally figured this one out. In position and whatnot. Today I'm running on a -6 for audio level. For anybody that's interested. I believe we're running a 4K 16:9 30 clip per second. It's on the DJI Action 4 camera. But a solid camera for video wise. Can't complain there. Obviously operator errors made it a little difficult. But what do you do? Like it might have got a little wet out here last night. Went to bed about 10:30 last night. It was like a misty rain outside. I figured in the elevation you'd see a little bit more, but so I'm looking at getting a DJI Insta360 for a secondary camera. Get you some different footages. I've been seeing a lot of good reviews on them and different ways of using them and whatnot. I've been following them pretty heavy. Hopefully the price tag comes down a little bit. Probably won't. Try to keep all my cameras in the same family instead of mix matching. Any of you out there have it? Insta360. Let me know how you like it, or if there's something else that you like better than the 360. Just looking for that panoramic view, kind of focus wherever I want to focus on the camera. I know they look a little goofy at times, but it's all for the shot. So the team my boy plays for, junior high ball, it's a combination of all three schools. We have 3 schools in our district. They take everybody in. They actually have like 28 players this year. Good turnouts. It sucks they only do one team. Lack of coaches or something. They need to try to do something different. Get these guys split up a little bit. Give them more play time on the field. They do a first game, second game deal, so everybody gets a fair chance. They're only required 1 at bat. The coach does very well. He makes sure everybody gets 2 innings. So so everybody gets a fair chance of playing. Props to the coach. All the boys on the team respect the coach very well. They all have his back. Couldn't ask for a better coach. Get a little dirt road here. Get off this main road. Gotta get some leaks cleaned up. The old man went out leak picking. He's retired. He got a little more time than I do. So we gotta get them cleaned up, get them in the fridge. I don't need a whole awful lot of them, but just something nice to have, refreshing, natural. How many of you guys are into leeks? Kind of a trade-off with my sister. We got the leeks up here, they got the mushrooms down there, so, you know, one hand washing the other. I don't venture in too many of the mushrooms. Can't really find them up here. They're around. I just haven't found the sweet spot. I got one spot I want to go look at. Gotta get the boat out. Gotta go down the river and get on the other side. I'm curious to see what I can find there. It looks like good territory. As far as we kind of trade off, I'll give her some leeks for some mushrooms, you know, fair trade. Beautiful country out here. Mr. Crow hanging out in the field. Another crow. No turkeys yet. I know the book recommends certain intervals for the oil changes. I'll do them on them intervals if I actually hit them intervals, but each year, beginning of the year, I'd rather just change my oil. Know I have good oil. Also got an air filter, doohickey tightened up, and chain adjustment. I can do it all myself, but like I say, I got a local guy. He treats me very well. He don't overcharge. Does the work very clean and fair. He ran hair scrambles all of his life and did bike work on the side as a hobby. So at least you know they're going to be taken care of by somebody that knows what they're doing. Riding these back roads, remember to ride right, especially going into the corners. You meet a car there, it's not going to be very well for us as a motorcyclist. Yeah, you might be able to outswerve them, but why run the risk? Mostly hunting camps out across here. There are a few homesteads. I think they're getting more and more homesteads out here, but nice little back ride. Like I say, going home we'll probably hit a little more of this. My buddy's flirting with the idea of buying a bike. He's torn between a KLR and a Harley Davidson. Taking his wife on a few rides, nothing major. I was picking on her this morning. She better have her lawn johns on because it's going to be a brisk ride. She says, not today. Each is their own. I like the dual sports for the fact you can go where you want, when you want. I mean, you're not going to go cruising down the highway 80 miles an hour every day. You can. A little hard on the bike though. I'd rather stay this kind of ride. And I see a trail, I can go ride it. Versus being stuck on pavement all the time. Mr. Woodchuck, he's out of here. Used to go hunting woodchucks for help out the farmers so they ain't got the holes in their fields and whatnot. Getting harder and harder because a lot of our local farmers have sold out to people downstate, as we refer to them, the flatlanders, and none of them want you getting on their land, which that's their right. It's a privilege to hunt. Landon's apple orchard up here on the left hand side. Great place to buy some apples. They used to make some awesome cider. They sold out their cider mill to I want to say Case's cider mill in Mansfield. They still produce some awesome cider. I always love that time of year. Get some fresh cider in your system. I like it cold or warm. About 20 minutes before the game starts, gonna stop in and see some old co-workers. See how they're doing. One guy's getting ready to retire. That's where my manager's taking over. It would be his dad. His brother is the assistant, or the manager. His dad's the assistant. They're gonna do a little do-si-do and still be a family business. They originally owned the business prior to being bought out by the company we worked for, but they stayed. It's always better if you can keep your local staff than trading everybody out all the time. I wish these bikes had 6th gear. It'd be so nice. But like I say, they're not made for out here on the highway. They ripped out all the apple trees. Must be giving up the apple market. Huh. That's weird. I got a few trees left. Yeah, I think that over here were the Macintosh. Kind of sad to see the family business go down. I know they hired a lot of the southern people to work up here. And it got harder and harder each year to do that, due to the restrictions. Everybody's got to make a living. I understand everybody's views on that. But how many of us are willing to go out in that field and cut branches for $5 an hour, you know? Beautiful country. I'd be riding from one game, go home, get the boy off the bus for this game, turn around and get home and race up to my daughter's game. The team we're playing up there, it's their homecoming or whatever you want, opening ball season. So it's going to be a jam-packed park. Every field's going to be full. Gravel in the road. Thank God that's not in the blind corner. Always got to be on edge when you're riding. You never know what's going to happen. Yeah, I was going to stop in, but it looks like they're hopping pretty big over there. Maybe on the ride home. I always like to double check that oil filter housing. Make sure it ain't leaking after an oil change. Just trying to play safe. As far as I know, this is still a Landon's apple orchard, but different family runs this one. Looks like they're still going strong this year. Probably pick up a lot of business from up above. Always want to watch your speed over here. Canton Borough guys working hard. Picking up garbage, making the street beautiful. Used to be a car dealer and stuff there. Bought a school up in East Smithfield. Made a junkyard up there. Does all his business through that. Dollar store, one in every town. Time to start planting some posies. See if I install a blanket at a red light uphill. Gotta open the visor, fogging up. Movie theater, fitness center, fuel prices have jumped majorly. I don't really follow much of the news, but I see Israel and Iran, I think it is, are going at it, so that's going to drive our fuel cost up. Cemetery right downtown Canton. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I want this side street down here. Old Pop's walking the road. See where these boys are playing. I think it's off to the left here. Yep. Just up front row parking. Alright, I'll see you later.